It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're going to see Brian Thomas Jr. No one's been busier this season as he currently paces the NFL in receptions. It's the Panthers and the Broncos on EA Sports.
Just across I-25 from downtown Denver, the usual 76,000 fans have made their way to Philip and Power Field at Mile High, the home of the Broncos. So good to have you with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson here in the booth. Partner, these are a couple of teams that struggled a year ago, finished out of the playoffs. They were under 500. That's what you love about the NFL. A new season brings renewed optimism.
Absolutely, and really, Mike, a lot of new faces at critical places. I mean, there is a lot of new pieces to the puzzle here, both coaching staff and the roster of players. They believe last year is over. They do not think there is any correlation between the squad they're planning to put on the field today and that one that we saw really go through some growing pains and struggles just a year ago.
Here's Cade York to start the ball game, and off we go from Denver. A return now from the 4. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Broncos led by the rookie, quarterback Bo Nix out of Oregon. The rookie, the last of the quarterbacks taken in the first round, number 12 overall. He's been around, he's 24 years old, but the rookie runs it for the Broncos.
It's not often that you can win by multiple scores in the NFL, so you got to imagine they're coming into this week's game with a lot of confidence. They were able to put together a pretty well-rounded performance in all three phases.
Right away, they're coming after him, and they get him. A sack on the opening snap of the game.
This is a defensive coordinator just testing the waters. How is your protection plan? Do you have a plan for any linebacker or second-level pressures? Well, I think we got the answer in this one because they had no answer for it, and you can bet he's going to continue to dial those up.
Now, a second down throw for Nix. To the right side, he's got Ingram, the tight end. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch. This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
So that brings up fourth down. The veteran Jake Bailey called on to punt. This is taken at the 25. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. The Panthers now ready to get to work on offense for the first time. They're led by their man at quarterback out of the University of Florida. It's Anthony Richardson.
Anytime you cross the 500-yard threshold in a single game, Mike, you're clearly doing something right. They did not have an answer for him or this offense at all last week, and now it's up to this defense to see if they can cool off this hot arm. The good news, they've had all week to watch and come up with a game plan to take away some of the areas that he had success in last week. But to accomplish something like that against this guy, it's going to be a lot easier said than done.
2nd and a yard. It's the tight end Likely in motion. Now the first carry for Chuba Hubbard. And he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains.
They're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. That's caught over the middle by Thomas. A peek his receiving numbers from a week ago, part of the offensive performance that led them to victory. Here's 2nd and 2. A give up the middle, it's Hubbard. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
Here's 1st and 10. Out of shotgun, Richardson. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Jones. And the Broncos are in great shape here as they take over at their 46.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The Broncos offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Jaleel McLaughlin. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's a 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, here's Nix. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. That's caught. It's the tight end Ingram. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the 1st down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
The Panthers offense and running back Devon Achane set to go to work once more. And he's made a big impact in the passing game. As you look at the NFL leaders in receiving yards by a running back, his name right there at the top. Now the 2nd-year man, Devon Achane. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Quick throw here is complete. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield. One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Richardson to throw it here on first down. Quick throw, taken in. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. A run up the middle with Achane. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. From the gun, Richardson. And that is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll try it now with Achane. And he's going to have a Panthers first down by a good couple of yards as they get 3 on 4th and inches.
This play should always end up converting a 4th down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
That's taken in by Achane. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often. So that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. A run out of the gun with Achane. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. It's the tight end Likely in motion. A 2nd down throw for Richardson. This is caught at the 2. And he won't quite make it to the pylon, but he's out of bounds right around the 1-yard line. Give him 27, and it's 1st and goal. Here's Achane. He slams it in there, and he continues to add on to his amazing total on the ground this year. That was number 25, closing in on the all-time record. York, good on the extra point. And the Panthers will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. To throw is Nix. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
So many of these young rookie quarterbacks, they come into difficult situations. We see it year in and year out. They don't have a lot of veteran pieces around them. Maybe their weapons aren't great, but I don't think that's the case for Bo Nix.
This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Second down. Nix. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Throwing is Nix. It's out wide. They're trying the tight end screen. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Truth be told, the tight end probably would have been better off dropping that ball. But let's talk about this corner. Not only diagnosing the play, but being physical enough to bring the big tight end down for a loss.
This one fielded out beyond the 25. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. The Panthers offense and their running back set to go once more. And he has made his presence felt in the ground game already in this first quarter. And they might very well lean on him the next 3 quarters, too. They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. And he'll take this up past the 40, pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now Richardson. He's going to air this one out. That is brought in. And he will go all the way. Devon Achane. Touchdown, Panthers. That's 2 touchdowns for him now in this first quarter alone. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Makes the score Panthers 14, Broncos nothing.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Broncos offense about ready to take over once more. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. They'll throw. It's Nix. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
By Bobby Brown. A loss of 6 brings up 2nd and 16 at the 24-yard line.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. A run now with McLaughlin. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Working out of the gun, it's Nix. He's got his man. He finds Sutton. And
ball placement and really good separation downfield, and when those 2 things align, it's just really challenging for a defender to stay with them and take that play away.
so they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Off the play fake, here's Nix. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
A loss of 6
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
On second down, it's Nix. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And this ball incomplete on third down.
Here in the first half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire, so the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
Lutz's kick is good. And the Broncos get their first points of the game. They trail 14-3. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Devon Achane to return it. They get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. The Panthers offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense is going to need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. So after one, 14-3 is the score. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Now Richardson. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. And that last throw not going to account for much in the grand scheme of things, but it does move him over 3,000 yards passing for the season. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Richardson.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Throwing on 2nd down, Richardson. Down the field, it's caught on that left sideline. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15.
And after that explosive play, they have a chance to extend their lead even more, and they have had their way. The defense has had no answers for anything they've done in the passing game, and they don't find out a way to slow them down. They could be in for a long game.
They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. On the handoff, this is Achane. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. On 2nd down, Richardson. He's got it at the 3. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. From the gun on 3rd, that's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Nick Bonito. Now, after the interception, we have an injured player to look at. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nix. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the 1st down.
1st and 10. On the ground, McLaughlin. And he'll be brought down at the 45. Christian Harris there on the stop. Here's 2nd and 6. Throwing, Nix. He finds the veteran Keenan Allen. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
He's got his tight end. It's Ingram. 2nd time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a 1st down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. But this is taken in by a teammate. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first. Dave Canales has reached for the red challenge flag, and they'll get a 2nd look.
Previous play is under review.
At issue was the knee or any other body part except the hand down before the ball comes loose, and are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that challenge, a successful one. Nix now on 1st and 10. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. He was looking for Marvin Mims there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Nix to throw. He'll find his tight end. That's Troutman. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the...
And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
And the big guys up front in the offensive line just continue to not be on the same page. And we've seen it time and time again here today. This pass rush remains one step ahead of them, and it's the quarterback who continues to pay the price.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Broncos cut the lead to 4. It's 10-6.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The Panthers offense and Brian Thomas set to take over yet again. He's been filling up the stat. basis, hasn't he? You get a look at where he ranks in terms of receptions by a wideout. On the carry, here's A-Chain. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. It's the tight end Likely in motion. Here's Richardson. Catch made right side by Thomas. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. They'll come up here 1st and 10. They'll run this one straight ahead with A-Chain. And he is putting in the work. Dancing inside the 40-yard line. A gain of 8.
That penalty is declined.
Man in motion, heading left. A 2nd down throw for Richardson. Right back to Thomas. He's got it again. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Nice play here by Thomas, and I think the biggest thing that he does, Mike, is his ability to get vertical, track the ball, and then go up and compete at the highest point. And I can tell you, when quarterbacks can throw that ball anywhere on the field and just feel like their guy is going to come down with it, they don't have to be necessarily as accurate. They don't have to necessarily always be perfect. The wide receiver allows a much larger margin for error, and it's a big reason why he led college football last year in touchdowns.
And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Let's add that to the list of great throws we've seen out of this quarterback here in the first half. We thought he might be in line to have a good game, especially against this style of defense, but let's be honest, Mike, he's been more than just good.
And he will score again. Devon A-Chan. Touchdown, Carolina. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. And make it 3 touchdowns. Now, remember, he caught the one earlier. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And, Mike, this is what every...
And before the try, remember, it is a touchdown. All scoring plays are reviewed, so replay will confirm this one before we do anything else. So take away the touchdown. The officials rule, in fact, he did not get the football across the plane, the goal line. They'll run with A-Chan. And he's got another one. Devon A-Chan. Touchdown, Panthers. What a half he is putting together. That's his 3rd touchdown already. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Broncos 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense ready to see what they can do. The next drive about ready to commence. Want to remind you what's coming up in primetime this week. Tonight on Sunday Night Football, 2 teams with plenty of playoff history, both historically and recently. The Cowboys and the Niners from Santa Clara, followed tomorrow night with Monday Night Football for blue-collar teams. And that's going to be intercepted by Tariq Woolen. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So anytime you're really sensing pass, Mike, the first thing you want to do, flood the field with defensive backs. Good things typically happen. I mean, that's a great call there by the defensive coordinator to counter that play, because no matter where that ball was going, they had someone in the neighborhood who had a shot of making the play and getting them off the field.
The visitors' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And before this drive starts, let's take a look at the current race to see who's going to take home the award of NFL Most Valuable Player. Here's a give to Achane. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Second down and 8. From the gun, Richardson. Over the middle, he's got the gap. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this. And his great first half on the ground continues, and this is one of those guys that when he gets in the groove, it seems like it's an 8-yard run, a 10-yard run, and all of a sudden a 15-yard chunk play, one after another.
It's the tight end likely in motion. Once again, it's Achane. And he's into the end zone yet again. Devon Achane. Touchdown, Carolina. That touchdown number 30 on the year, one shy of LaDainian Tomlinson's record of 31 touchdowns set back in 2006. York now for the extra point. His kick is good. The Panthers add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He'll start at the 4. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Broncos offense ready to get back to work. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. A run here. It's McLaughlin. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
At the 25-yard line.
They'll run. This is McLaughlin. And he'll get forward for a couple. Christian Harris there on the stop. Here's 3rd and 7. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
This offense and their running back heading back on the field. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big opening after big opening and big numbers in this first half. That's taken in by Thomas. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
And another great throw right there, Mike. And when you take a look at the numbers, they certainly don't lie. He has just been flat out terrific in this first half. His ability to spread the ball around, take what the defense has given him, They've certainly had a lot of success here early on.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now, H.A. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. Now, after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. They'll send him over to the left. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. A throw left side, taken in by Thomas. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
Terrific day throwing the ball, and the numbers now show it. Over 300 yards passing in this one. Two minutes remain here in this 1st half. Greg and I return to Denver after this. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He finds Likely, his tight end. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
The pass intended for Xavier Legette. And 3rd down coming up.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he cannot be stopped. He is into the end zone again. Devon Achane. Touchdown, Panthers. He is having a performance to remember. That is 5 touchdowns for him in this one game. Now it's York for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Panthers are able to extend the lead.
Broncos 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The home team's offense ready to take over once again. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a 1st down. Throwing is Nix. He'll find an open man. It's Allen. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. That's complete. It's McLaughlin. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Back to throw is Nix. He'll take a shot with Mims. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down. Here's Jake Bailey now, as he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The visitors' offense and Anthony Richardson getting ready for their next drive. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. And he looks to add to them with another drive here. Richardson to throw it here on 1st down. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Richardson going to look to throw. Now a screen set up for Achane. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. Next, we head off to check out another game. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Josh Allen has thrown 2 touchdown passes. Lastly, we head to the Gulf Coast and check on the Bucs at home in Tampa. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Atlanta Falcons. Baker Mayfield leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. It was Devon Achane who's had the strong first half. He accounted for 5 total touchdowns, 3 on the ground, 2 more in the air, as that defense has had absolutely no answers for him so far. The highlights from the first half, all one-sided. This one got out of hand early, and now you have to wonder how these teams will approach this second half, because this one's already close to being in the bag, if it's not already.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. On the return is Achane. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he is in the midst of a sensational season, currently 2nd in the NFL in passing yards. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Richardson. This one hauled in by Thomas. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
Mike, think back to our conversation during the break. We've kind of both asked ourselves, are they content with this double-digit lead? Do they come out and play conservative here in the second half? Well, it took exactly 1 play to get our answer.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. It's the tight end Likely in motion. On 1st and 10, it's Achane. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. He's going to lose a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Throwing is Richardson. Throwing right, it's taken in. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line.
You can't run plays like this, Mike, if you don't have incredible pass protection. I mean, he started on the left side of the formation, and look how far he had to go across the field before that ball was caught. That's going to take time. That's going to take a lot of trust in that quarterback, in his protectors, to know he can stand tall in that pocket and wait for his receiver to break open.
They'll run with H.A. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Throwing on 2nd down, Richardson. And this drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team.
At the 3-yard line.
Richardson to throw. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Brian Thomas. Touchdown, Carolina. Touchdown number 15 for him on the season. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this 3rd quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the 3rd quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
42, Broncos 6. To kick off.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The home team's offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
2nd and 7. Mims sent in motion here. The throw on the run is complete. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
That is fielded at the 20. And that's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. Set to go now on 1st and 10. It's the tight end Likely in motion. On 1st down, it's Richardson. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Here's H.A. And he's going to get it. 1st down, taking this one up past the 40-yard line.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst, they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
They're going to run right over center with Hubbard. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers. It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket, but I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the 1st down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
And this is just more of the same, picking up exactly where he left off in the 1st half. And these numbers, Mike, as you see him, they just pop out at you. I mean, he has been the driving force of this offense from the very start.
On 2nd down, Richardson. A throw there, caught by Leggett.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that, be a bit of a letdown.
They face 2nd down and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Achane. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
And that is incomplete. Brian Thomas, the intended receiver. And that'll set up 4th down.
He's already been a little reckless with his decision-making up until this point, Mike, and now it almost backfires on him again. He has to do a better job of finding the matchups, finding the space on the field so everything is not a forced ball into these tight windows.
The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. He will have the conversion and more. And he's going to have a Panthers 1st down. As this defense a little too loose there, giving up 19 yards on 4th down. The numbers there tell the story of that last completion, moves him over 400 yards passing for the game. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. On the ground is H.A. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
They send a receiver in motion left. He pulls it in around the 5. He is in. Brian Thomas. Touchdown, Panthers. 2 touchdowns for him in the game and 16 on the year. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
York, good on the extra point. Panthers add on to their already sizable lead.
yards to kick off.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. Now an opening past the 30. The Broncos offense headed back to take over once more. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. This drive will start on the ground, and he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. To the ground, he'll get it again. And he'll wind his way to about the 38-yard line. Christian Harris there on the stop. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Now Nick's going to look to throw. There's a screen from McLaughlin. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
And the Broncos bring out their punter. They'll kick it away. Taken at the 19. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. And as we look back at some of the highlights of this one, Greg, definitely a lot to show from the passing game.
Yeah, and as good as the offense feels about their passing game, I think if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you've got a lot of learning to do because you just get burned time and time again. You'd think at some point you'd make an adjustment and make a correction. So at this point, they've given up 4 touchdown passes. You're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL giving up that production in one phase of the game.
And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. It's the tight end Likely in motion. On 2nd down, Achane. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down. From the gun, Richardson. He's got his man. It's complete to Thomas.
It's easy to make your quarterback look good when you can just get open as easily as he has in this game so far. I mean, he had the big first half, remember. But here in the second half, he just continues to add to these numbers here in the 3rd quarter.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. A run up the middle with Achane. And they get him to the ground, but he's all the way down to the 35-yard line.
This is a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. Catch made right side by Thomas. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. The countdown was on all game, and we've reached the milestone. Catch number 100 on the season. A run out of the gun with Achane. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. On the handoff, this is Achane. And some good blocking at the point of attack. A pickup of 7, and it brings up third down.
And he just continues to chew off more and more yardage with every single carry. And you can see here with the numbers, Mike, for as strong as he was in the first half, it almost looks like he's gotten even stronger now here in the second.
He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up first and goal.
What an impressive drive this has really been, and it's a combination of big plays and third down conversions. Now after that last third down pickup, it's first and goal. They got a chance to finish this really impressive drive and come away with 6.
From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. First down and goal. That one, take it in, middle of the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. And he continues to remain on fire. That is a rare NFL day. 5 touchdown passes thrown.
And Mike, at this point, the defense just looks completely lost out there. I mean, they have no answers whatsoever, giving up the 5th touchdown pass of this ballgame.
York now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Panthers stretch things out even further.
Broncos 6.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with first and 10. On the ground, McLaughlin. And he'll pick up 2 out to the 27. They'll come up on a second down and 8. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. On second down, it's Nix. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a third down. From the shotgun, here's Nix. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Now, following the play, we're going to get a stoppage. There's an injured Bronco. That, not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. So, first and 10 here now at the 38. Here's Nix to throw. Looking middle and complete with Allen. They'll work now on second and 4. Working out of the gun. It's we try to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
The Panthers offense and running back Devon Achane set to go to work once more. And before this drive starts, we'll take a look at the race as it stands to see who might take home the NFL's Offensive Player of the Year award. First and 10. On the carry, here's A-Chain. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. They'll run this one straight ahead with A-Chain. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Here's a give to A-Chain. And he's close to the first down. Gets 4 yards on the gain, but it will bring up 3rd down. 3rd and a yard. It's the tight end Likely in motion. They'll try and run it here. It's A-Chain. And he's not going to get the first down. They met him, brought him down to the backfield on 3rd and short.
Well, this seems pretty straightforward. 3rd and 1, just dial up a run play and run straight downhill. But this defense had other plans. They were ready and expecting that run, and they're able to take the ball carrier down for a loss.
The offense is staying right there. They're going for it. 4th and a couple. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. Over the middle, he's got Leggett. And he will have the first down. So they roll the dice on 4th down in the red zone. And it pays off with 1st and goal. It's the tight end Likely in motion. To the ground, a 1st down run. Down to the goal line. No signal. Is he in? They'll say it did not break the plane, but a real solid gain on 1st and goal. A 2nd down throw for Richardson. That one taken in. Brian Thomas. Touchdown, Panthers. Touchdown number 17 for him on the year, and his 3rd of this game. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
York, good on the extra point. Panthers will add one more onto their big lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The rookie, Bo Nix, and the Broncos offense getting set to take over once more. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll throw. It's Nix. That one caught Devon Vele. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Throwing is Nix. Oh, trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead of them.
The Broncos bringing out their puncher. Now the return, and he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. The Panthers offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Achane. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
Now, Achane. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. And that's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
They'll empty out the backfield and line up for 3rd and 3. Here's Richardson. He's got his man. That's Leggett. And he's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll run it on the inside handoff. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Second down and 8. It's the tight end Likely in motion. They'll run with Achane. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. To throw, it's Richardson. There's that man again. Another catch. And he's very close to a 1st down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
As a play caller, those are the plays that just drive you crazy, Mike. You think you're going to pick up the 1st down, you get tackled just shy of the sticks, and now a little bit of a gamble here on 4th down.
And he's going to have the 1st down. An aggressive call there, but it works out as they convert on 4th down. And with that last throw, the record comes into focus. He has gone over 500 passing yards in this game alone. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Achane. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Richardson. That is caught, and he will score again. Brian Thomas. Touchdown, Carolina. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. So that one, his 4th touchdown catch of the game. That is one behind the single-game NFL record. Now it's York for the PAT. It's up and through. And the Panthers will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Broncos offense ready to take over possession of the football. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. Throwing, Nix. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. To throw is Nix. And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete. He was looking for Keenan Allen on that one, and it'll be third down. Nix from the gun on third down. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
Not exactly the type of drive to write home about, Mike. 3 passes, 3 incompletions, no yards gained. And I really can't blame any of these fans who have continued to voice their frustration, especially after that last series of play calls.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. And he'll get to the 40 on a short gain. It's the tight end Likely in motion. On second down, they run the counter. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Third down and 9. Now Richardson. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's going to wind up a yard or 2 short.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. Now they got a 4th down decision to make.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Broncos offense about ready to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Back to throw is Nix. Taking off. A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a 1st down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
Throw across his body is complete. Here's 1st and 10. Now Nick's going to look to throw. There's a short one taken by Ingram. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. He'll look to throw. That's caught once again by Ingram. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a...
This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. He's got it! And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time.